getting a tan today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. Getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, yeah, she shaking that like a earthquake.
Yeah, let's shot it on the game when she see us have that G. Want my last.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
お、早いな。わらわら。
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We'll see the defending world champion Boston Celtics facing the West All-Stars. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Curry. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. He knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instinct.
Offline with his three.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Second shot opportunity. Launches it. They get it again. The pass to Curry. A three ball. And here's James outside. And they get it back. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Holiday. And he banks in the layup.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Curry outside. Rebound by the Celtics.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. The layup off target. Brown dishes to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot to stop the run, and Davis lays it in.
This is just AD doing what AD does, dominating the defense there and converting.
Pass to Brown. Fires from 14. Second chance shot, and contact down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
And in the pace, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And White kicks to Porzingis. Boston again missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. That one's in his first shot this game.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Curry against Holiday. Passes it to White. Fires for three. The West grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Curry from deep three-point land. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Porzingis. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, you feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Stolen by Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Curry looking around. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, White. And the rejection by LeBron.
That shot had no chance getting by LeBron. Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First personal foul.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Boston?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
James Harden, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Now, here's Brown. He has yet to score, and stolen by James. Here's Harden. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way you guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Tatum against James. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Name a move. Tatum's got it. A high offensive play.
And 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails them both. The West trails by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3. And here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. White down low. Davis is up. And it's White missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. The kick out to Brown. The wide open look here for Holiday. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Outside, Porzingis. And the 3 off target. And it's Davis with the ball for the West. They trail by 7. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Outside, White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Harden, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. White with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the West All-Stars with possession. Davis, that's for two. The West again cannot hit. Boston leading by 10. The pass to Holiday. Outside, White. Back to Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Davis. Tatum on the wing. He's got 8.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
It's Harden with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 5 now.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Pass to White. Outside Tatum. Connects from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Davis finds Wembanyama.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Brown. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Now a timeout called by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
It's stolen by Brown. Passes it to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Inside. The offensive rebound for Porzingis. One drops and he's now 2 for 5.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Harden outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. Outside, James. Here's Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Boston with the ball. They lead by 11. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Davis against Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Harden launches it from deep. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
The ball goes to Boston.
Celtics leading by 11. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And there's the pass to White. They double him with Wembanyama. Here's Porzingis. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
At the line for West All-Stars, Victor.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And here's Tatum for three. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 16 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
31.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
They've got James Harden out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Davis. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now.
Assist goes to
What focus there for Holiday on the shot. He really makes the most of his looks.
James, the bounce pass. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Misses off the right iron. Boston leading by 14. Here's Tatum. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in.
Stephen Curry.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. White the pass to Porzingis. Over Wembanyama.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
So it's the Celtics now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's Brown missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Curry and Wembanyama trying to free himself out. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Curry against Holiday. Brown outside. Over in the corner, Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 9.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
The West again cannot hit.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
At 7-3, Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
He's perfect from the line this time. So it's the West now. 19-point game. James with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And taken away by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Finished off the break. He's got 18.
How about the speed with which Tatum gets down the court? Awesome at reading the defense and then exploiting the opportunity in the open floor.
And a deep three from Curry. Will it go? The West again cannot hit. Celtics leading by 21. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. James looking it over. No good with the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Davis sends it back. Up top, Curry, guarded by Holiday. The West again cannot hit. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Porzingis. Now Holiday, guarded by Curry. Fires the three. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the West. Shoots over White. James has a two-pointer. The West again cannot hit. Celtics leading by 23. White inside. Davis is on it. The kick out to Tatum. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Brown outside. And the rejection by LeBron. And slam dunk by Tatum. Curry against Holiday. They need this one. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. Now the dish to Holiday. Five on the clock. And again, it's Boston converted.
Plays mature and under control. Holiday doesn't need the flashy plays. He's very comfortable with that mid-range.
James has a two-pointer. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Shoots. West All-Stars with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Curry. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Boston. They're on a 20-4 run right now. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And a deep three from James. And it's White with the rebound. On offense, here are the Celtics. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Brown kicks to Tatum. Outside, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 6.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others, because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
The West again cannot hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Holiday with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Down low, here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Durant's checked in for James. Holiday against Curry. Passes it to Hauser. Back to Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range. And the West All-Stars with possession. Outside Curry. And they get it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Wembanyama absorbs the foul there on the shot.
Celtics making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. Boston dictating the flow. Double team on Holiday. Cornet passes to Hauser. Outside, Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Poke loose. Cornet kicks to Horford. Right side, Holiday. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 10.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Celtics
and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle foul. And Boston called for the foul. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line. And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Here's Cornet. 4 on the shot clock. From the baseline. That misses off the backboard.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Curry against Holiday. And the reception by Wembanyama.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the West. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Horford the pass to Holiday. Here's Cornet. Scoreless thus far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Durant kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. Here's Wembanyama. And at last, they get one to fall.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Pass to Pritchard. Driving to the basket. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And the second free throw, good.
3 shots.
And he nails the 3rd. Here's Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The pass to Holiday. Horford has a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Right shot by Wembanyama, no good. Boston dictating the flow. To the middle, here's Holiday. Davis with some nice D. outside Durant, and that one goes out of bounds.
The ball goes
touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Austin with the ball. Holiday with it. He's got 12. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. And yes, it's good.
Too bad you don't get points for degree of difficulty. Holiday showing how to handle some tight interior defense.
That one drops for him.
They keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Three-pointer. And the basket by Hauser.
Sam Hauser.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc. A generational talent. The sky is the limit and the reality.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
Victor Wembanyama.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Pritchard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Western All-Stars ball.
.24 seconds left in the first half. Wembanyama hits the ball.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Holiday kicks to Cornette. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hands it from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points. 5 seconds left in the first half of the game. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Up in time. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Boston. Up by 33.
Your West All-Stars, 40, the Boston team, 73. And your Houston squad.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5.
Chris Caps Porzingis.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And here's Holiday. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Durant. Harden against Holiday. Here's KD. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Oh, the persistence on the glass. Durant's high motor on full display there.
Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the 5.
4th personal foul.
That one is on Holiday. 90% from the line in the game, shooting 9 of 10. Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And it's Brown missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 16 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Boston with it. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Celtics passing it around. White the pass to Brown. Driving the lane. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Harden. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 8 points.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the West All-Stars.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Tries again. And Wembanyama with a nice bucket inside. Wembanyama's got 20.
And we talk often about Wembanyama's insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive glass.
Here's Brown, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis. The Celtics have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And a season ago at the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Porzingis with the block. It's White on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Fires the three. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Davis against Porzingis. Outside White. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. White against Harden. The three from Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. So it's the Celtics now. 6 to shoot. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Harden. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. They get the rebound. Davis drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 6.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
White looking around. He takes it in, and White with the stuff.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Porzingis has got pretty good numbers from the floor so far, shooting 6 of 13. 14 feet away, and no good, trying to use the glass. KD's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Here's Wembanyama. Buries it down low. Wembanyama has got 7 now in this quarter.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Tatum down low. Guarded by KD. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So it's the Celtics now. It's White on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Durant.
And that's just remarkable defense by Durant. Shooters definitely feel his presence when he's contesting like that.
Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside, White. Davis against Brown. To the inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Harden gets in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Harden, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Pritchard. This one for 3. At the 10th, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 14 points now in the second half.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's rebounded by the West. KD looking around. No good on the 3. KD's gone 1 of 4 from the field. The feed to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
That free throw, no good. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Drew Holiday's checked in for Derek White. Now Curry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Again, the West All-Star.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Up top, Tatum. There's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
KD's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Brown. The shot missing. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama down low. He's against Porzingis.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Curry. The tray. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Curry. Shot clock at 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pritchard's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Curry outside. They get it back. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
LeBron's checked in for the West. To the paint, here's Horford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
And he makes both free throws. 1:21 left in the third. Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 6 points.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Holiday, the pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's James outside. Here's Davis. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Holiday, the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Davis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Curry up again. Davis on the follow.
Anthony Davis
gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 23 rebounds.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Pass to Hauser. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Holiday.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Celtics out in front, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wembanyama's out there with James. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Davis in at the 3 spot. So that's his on the 4 for the West All-Stars. Here's Pritchard. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Basket good.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
Here's Pritchard, covered by LeBron. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. There's the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Pass to Craig. Lets the 3 fly. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry outside. And finished off by Davis.
The added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Davis. Pritchard passes to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Launches a three. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Here's Pritchard. Passes to Holiday. And here is Craig. Out to the wing. Here's Cornette. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Torrey Craig.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the move and the basket.
Celtics
SGA has the defense shook.
Now a timeout called by Boston. James Harden. He's checked in for Gurley. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Here's Boston. Outside Holiday. Here's the teardrop. West All-Stars with the rebound. Down low. And Davis can't get it to go. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Boston leading by 22. Double team on Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Looking to get back on track here. Great D that time from Davis.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Brown, no good. The West All-Stars with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Harden. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Cornette. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Here's Brown. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's White. And here's the West with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the dunk by LeBron.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Pass to Brown. Fader on the way. Cornette kicks to Brown. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
It's stolen by Brown. White, bounce pass. Holiday. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harden with it. Picked up by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Harden. Harden with the stop.
Oh, get up, Chase. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Celtics leading by 21. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for the Celtics, Drew Holiday.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the West. It's good. The assist that time with Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. So it's the Celtics now. Brown outside. Now the pass to Craig. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Craig.
LeBron against Brown. It's LeBron with the drive. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Holiday, the pass to Craig. Here's Brown. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis takes it back. Austin with the ball. Brown deciding where to go with it.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room. That was the difference on that possession.
Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for West All-Stars, James Harden.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Austin with the ball. They have a 19-point lead. And Holiday kicks to Brown. Pass to Craig. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Craig's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Davis finds James. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics leading by 21. Holiday, the pass to Cornette. Nails the baby hook.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Brown. Craig with it. Pass to White. 4 on the clock. Going inside, and White slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The putback, Harden, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Brown. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Coming onto the
And
floor
some changes here for the Celtics.
Kristaps
Porzingis is coming in for Luke Cornette. And it's Tatum in for Torrey Craig. The West trails by 21. Here's LeBron. Nice D from Porzingis. To the inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Porzingis.
Goes to
and now
Kristaps
that's 35
Porzingis.
points for Jason Tatum. Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second
It's on
foul.
Porzingis.
Third
Such
team
a
foul.
physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Good on the second free throw. So it's the Celtics now. And here's Brown on the wing. Holiday. He kicks it to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now Brown looking to end his cold spell.
Terrific
Brown.
finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. And here's Tatum for 3. Offensive rebound.
West All-Stars foul called. Anthony Davis. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
First free throw is good.
Kristaps Porzingis. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the West. Here's Harden. Here's Wembanyama. Porzingis with the block. Craig against Davis. Craig kicks to Holiday. Over Harden. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the West with the ball. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. No good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 22. And the pass to Hauser.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out to White from outside the arc. Good on the triple.
Derek White.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Craig. White finds Craig. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Harden. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
Here's White. Knocks it loose.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little.
Third personal
Al Horford. He's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for White.
For the Celtics.
Wembanyama with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Harden.
Foul call. James Harden. Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden inside the three-point line, and he overshot that one, missing. And the Celtics with possession here. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to LeBron. Count that bucket.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Holiday. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end
This
of the game.
crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismissed.
Tell me, what do you like? I like many things, I like many things. I got amenities, So pick out what you like on the television screen. Why you act like that? You go outside like.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the West All-Stars. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Biombo, the 5-star. Vassell drives to the hoop, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Look, if you want to talk about taking flight, right there, Vassell, that's what he did.
Curry against Paul. And Benyama, that's for two. Vassell grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Paul passes to Biombo, and then Biombo with the dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Curry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
And Stephen Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Biombo. Over to the wing. Paul kicks to Vassell. Pass to Biombo. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnovers.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Now here's Paul. Here's Castle. And he drops it in from the low post.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The pass to LeBron. Kept alive.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
San Antonio with the ball. Pass to Castle. Paul, right side. He dishes it to Biombo. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The three. Goes back up. And Wembanyama with the nice bucket inside.
And we talk often about Wembanyama's insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive glass.
Paul against LeBron. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's Biombo with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Paul outside. Vassell outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Biombo, no luck. Durant with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Biombo. That's good.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Here's Curry with the 3. The West again cannot hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. Second team
And
foul.
let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Davis is checked in for Kevin Durant. Now Curry. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
Ball passes to Biyombo. And the layup is good. Biyombo's got 9 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a deep 3 from James. Here's Wembanyama. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside. The knees just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game.
Personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Paul. Still yet to score. Castle. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The West trails by 3. Takes it inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Mr. Vassell. This is it to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Barnes outside. Launches from deep. West All-Stars with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Barnes. Lets a floater go. Vassell, no good. Here's West now. They trail by 1. And Davis can't get it to go. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by James. Here's Castle. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Castle's got his 2nd bucket.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Castle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assist from
Castle's got 6 points.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now, here's Vassell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When Vassell pounds it inside, Devin can make things happen.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Devin Vassell taking 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Spurs with some changes. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Paul.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see Stephen Curry go to the line right here.
Personal foul.
Then one on Castle. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw drops for Curry. Spurs leading by 4. Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Bassey. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Curry with it. 11 points in the game. They grab their own miss. Here's Wembanyama. Missed inside. Johnson surveying the floor. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. Last All-Stars shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. San Antonio leading. San Antonio calls timeout.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Fans, that was your home team dancers.
And there's the pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Back to Sohan. Five on the clock. They double him with Wembanyama. Takes a 3. That shot misses. Great D that time from Davis. From deep LeBron. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Outside for Davis. Curry from deep three-point land. And they'll get another chance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, 4th team foul.
He just absorbs the foul, still getting the shot, doesn't even feel it.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
And both free throws, good for James. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. He has 6. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
From deep, James. As he pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much he can do to try and push through.
Second personal foul.
There's the call on Curry.
Team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Davis against Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot.
Let me tell you from experience, when LeBron James is locked in on defense, that's a scary sight for a team.
Johnson finds Sohan. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
West All-Stars, James Harden.
And so James will bring it up for the West. It's a 3-point game. From deep three-point land, a long-distance 3 is good. LeBron's got 5.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Pass to Bassey. Here's Sohan. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Bassey, the pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. A shot by Champagnie, no good. Here's West now. From deep, Harden. And the West hit again from deep.
James Harden, that is his range. That's not even long distance. That's just Harden's range.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Bassey. Spurs working the ball around now. They need this. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket. after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Champagny, still without a basket. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touchdown. So it's the Spurs now. Here's Castle.
Love the defense from Harden right there. When he's active on this end, it makes a huge difference.
Rebound by Sohan. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Johnson, the pass to Bassett. And the rejection by Benyama. And so here are the West All-Stars. LeBron up top, covered by Johnson. 30 seconds left. That one rolling around and rims out. A good close contest so far. This will finish the first quarter. West All-Stars out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They've out-hustled their opponents so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. And it's Bassey in its center, locking down the middle. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
From James Harden. The muscle from Davis, so confident and powerful inside.
Here's Johnson. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Harden can't hit. Now, Sohan. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. And Davis sends it back. Call against Harden. Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Benyama. And here's James outside. And they recover it. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Davis from the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Bassey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Sohan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call in the shoot 2. That one on Davis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Tipped away. Now here's Paul. Hasn't made one yet. Johnson kicks to Paul. Johnson against Davis. Lock at 6. Ball outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
They get it back. Oh, Wembanyama, too tall inside.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
San Antonio calls timeout.
All right, fans, let's get up and get loud for your West Coasters dance team.
He's checked in for Johnson. Here's Castle. He's got 6. Off the inbound, no good. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Davis at the elbow. Over Sohan. Here's Castle. Passes it to Sohan. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Basket. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2-point, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Rebound by Sohan. And the Spurs with possession. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
He's been working on a shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
The West trails by 3. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama finds James. Offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Sohan. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
He's just so savvy at drawing fouls. Davis gets the line almost as much as anyone.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Anthony Davis, 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Spurs leading by 3. Now the pass to Sohan. And Davis pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
So it's San Antonio now. After LeBron James's miss, shooting a foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, personal foul in there.
Second team foul.
But that's exactly what you need to do.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's James. He's got 5. And Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Sohan, the pass to Paul. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama.
Second foul of the game. Team foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Into the Spurs.
He's checked in for San Antonio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise a
And the first one shots. Vassell hits them both. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for the West. Trailing by 4. 16 feet away. And too long on the shot. Here's Castle. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Vassell trying to break free. And he gets the bucket. Castle's got 9.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
The West trails by 6 from deep Harden. San Antonio with the rebound. Massey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Pass to Castle. James against Vassell. 6 to shoot. Here's Castle. Here's Bassett. Here's Castle. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Another shot. Pass to Bassett. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the basket by Vassell.
That high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The West All-Stars have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Harden is capable of giving you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 15-6 run. Vassell finds Biyombo. Here's Champagnie. Gilgeous Alexander covering. To the paint. Floats one. That's good from Wembanyama. On the assist by Gilgeous Alexander.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
Passes it to Champagnie. And here's Biyombo. 11 points in the game. The Spurs have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Spurs, Bismack Biyombo. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The West trails by 5. Gilgeous Alexander with it. Still scoreless. Here's Wembanyama. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now, here's Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Barnes against LeBron. Barnes can't get it to go. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Good on the bucket. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Look, you always want to see your big man run the floor. There is no questioning Davis's effort on these plays.
There's the pass to Biyombo. Here's Champagnie. The dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Biyombo. 14 points for him. And that one is off. Gilgeous Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. James on the phone.
James.
And the West West leads by 1.
Look, everybody always wants to compliment LeBron James on the glass. Well, he should be. He's huge, but he knows how to use that body effectively.
Here's Castle. He's got 9. Pass to Vassell. That 3 off the mark. And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Biombo with the block. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's James. No good off the back of the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Barnes with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Biombo kicks to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Really left alone that time. Johnson's got 7 points.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
Here's Harden outside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama powers in the putdown.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Castle. Now, here's Biombo. D right on him. Johnson, a wide open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Castle, guarded by Harden. Castle misses. Castle's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. James crowbars it in.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. And once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that down.
Here's Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander covered. Castle's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Does anybody else think it's just too easy for AD sometimes? Just an easy board and football.
Davis against Johnson. Pass to Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. That's on LeBron James.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For San Antonio, they've had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
At the line.
6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
The Spurs, 50.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure.
They've got Wembanyama. Harden out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Davis, and it's LeBron in at the 4-man position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
Nice work on the offensive glass. James just getting the timing just right.
Pass to Barnes. Paul against Harden. Paul kicks to Vassell. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Davis working in the paint.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
Spurs trail by 3. Paul surveying the floor. Biyombo in the post. Defended by Wembanyama. Biyombo. That's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now Barnes. After the missed three from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Biyombo with the dunk. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to
in the paint. Man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Here's Castle, and another basket for San Antonio.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The pass to LeBron. From 17 feet out. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Now, here's Vassell. After LeBron James's miss. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wembanyama. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Shoots the three. Tries again. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
Paul passes to Vassell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Davis sends it back. To the paint. He's looking for James and finds him. The shot will not fall. Good D by Barnes. Kicks to Paul. Barnes passes to Biyombo. And the rejection by Wembanyama. James has a two-pointer. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! James picking up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for the West All-Stars. And we'll get a look at how assist that game has been going for the West All-Stars.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Vassell. Paul kicks to Vassell. Releases from 15. Pass to Sohan. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's LeBron. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Barnes. Now Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Over in the corner, Paul over Harden. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The West again cannot hit. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. And that'll be Two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Shooting for San Antonio.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. The West leading by 4. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And they get it back. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The kick out to Barnes. Off target from outside. Barnes has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Harden against Paul. Passes it to Wembanyama. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Spurs. He's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's Barnes. Inside. Over to the left wing. Here's Paul. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you got to let him get in the paint in this sort of a grinded out.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Sohan. Johnson down low. Davis is on it. And he can't jam it through. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Johnson down low, guarded by Harden. Sohan with the ball. Spurs working the ball around now. Davis, that's for 2. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Davis for 2.
Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 8. Now, here's Vassell. 15 points in the game. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Third personal foul.
And that one falls for Vassell.
At the line for the Spurs.
And so he makes both from the line. The West leading by 6. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The pass to Sohan. Back to Paul. Sohan with the ball. Davis is on it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jokic has checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Stephen Curry in for James Harden. And San Antonio with the change here too. Champagne's checked in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Champagne. Spurs trail by 4. There's the line for the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Curry. Jokic trying to free himself up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. He knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And here is Paul. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to Champagne. Here's Bassett. Paul outside. Now Johnson. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's shot is off.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Ball against LeBron. Jokic trying to free himself up, and James gets it to go. LeBron's got 17.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Zohan, the pass to Bassett. Down low.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 10 points for him.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
LeBron kicks to Jokic. Pretty finish from Jokic.
Assisted by LeBron James.
1:39 left to play in the third. Ball against Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
We're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. The quick look, no good that time.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Zohan. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. And that one's good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The West again cannot hit.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Bassett. Can't tie it up as that one misses. To the inside. And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. James has got 10 points now just in this quarter. Passes it to Bassett to the right side. Paul outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, the cell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Castle. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Bassey in at the center.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Now here's Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Pass to Castle. Can't hit that one. And it's Davis with the ball for the West All-Stars. 6-point lead. Here's Vassell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Biombo, no luck. Here's Curry. For the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson against Wembanyama. Johnson down low. And the rejection by Wembanyama. It's Curry outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Biombo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Castle. Six to shoot. Johnson left side. It's stolen by Davis. Pass break. Here comes the West. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Spurs look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled in the act of shooting.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And the Spurs with possession. Trailing here by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the pass to Biyombo. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. The West leading by 8. To the middle. Here's James. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 21 points for LeBron. Here's San Antonio. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Johnson. Pass to Castle. To end the cold streak. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Offensive rebound, James. Outside Curry. From downtown, kept alive.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Back to Barnes. Biyombo, the pass to Vassell. Over in the corner, Barnes. And he's good on the three ball. Barnes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Lays it up and banks it in.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Castle. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel
Anthony Davis. Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line
and that one falls for Johnson.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any line of life because of his versatility.
Both good from the line that time. The West leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Johnson dishes to Biyombo. Johnson against LeBron. And stolen by James.
I like when Davis looks to get physical and draw contact, using his size to his advantage.
First one falls for.
At the line for West All-Stars, Anthony Davis. Taking
both shots good from the strike. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Castle. Barnes outside. Passes to Johnson. Back to Biyombo. Vassell outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Davis with the ball for the West. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Spurs foul. Stefan Castle. Second personal
that free
foul.
throw missing.
Fourth team foul. At the line for West All-Stars.
He hits the second from the line. So it's the Spurs now. It's a 10-point game. Vassell kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Biyombo. Now Barnes. Over LeBron. Barnes can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Spurs trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Castle misses. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Biombo with the block. Here's Johnson. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great lead there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
All checked in for San Antonio. Vassell outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That one off the back iron and out.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot. Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he more than what?
Oh, the shot from the low post is good.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
LeBron passes to Wembanyama. It's good. Wembanyama's got the lead back up to 10 now for the West All-Stars. And the Spurs with possession. Now here's Paul. Vassell outside. And here's Biombo. Pass to Castle. Lock at 6. Barnes outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The West leading by 10. Curry deciding where to go with it. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Wembanyama's got 28 points for the game.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Paul passes to Vassell. Out left to the wing. Here's Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Vassell. And Davis sends it back. Pass break. Here comes the West. James with it. Did now by Barnes. Buries the jumper to finish the break. LeBron's got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars. Here's Castle. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry outside. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Castle.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
The West leading by 12. Now LeBron. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. They get it back. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they'll get another chance.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
Hits the three-point.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense because of that ability to score.
And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Vassell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Spurs trail by 15. Barnes passes to Vassell. Back to Barnes. Bucket is good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter. And so James will bring it up for the West. Wembanyama high post. And it's Wembanyama. Hand-to-hand combat inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Vassell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. The ball. Shoots over Curry. Paul's shot is off. The West leading by 15. Lets it go. And they dunk by James.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Vassell. Following the basket by LeBron James. It's Vassell with the drive. And Wembanyama high post. Biombo on him. That one goes. Counting.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The West leading by 17. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Harden's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to LeBron. The 3 from Harden. It's good from long range. And the West leads by 20.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits. Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Over Paul. Here's Wembanyama. That one wide left. Pass to Champagny. Back to Paul. Now the pass to Sohan. Paul outside. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. From deep three-point land. The West grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a rage check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team.
involved from the
Please make sure you
get-go.
get home
And once
safely,
they
and we'll
started
see you
to
next
really
week.
pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard